It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. Y'all don't ever be thinking about real life stuff or about the things that's been traumatic to you, and you know the stuff that happened in your past life. So my best friend boyfriend tries to at me. Well, he didn't try. He did. Let me give you a story time on how I met her. I met her in a marching band. I was about 13, and she was in my section. So we would always march together. We went to band practice together. And then she had asked me what high school I was going to. I'm like, my mother sending me to never a high school that I did not want to go to. So she like, oh well, I'm going to a high school called Vivian T. I never heard of Vivian T, and plus it was a medical arts academy. If you're from Baltimore, you know Vivian T is a medical arts high school. It had nursing, dental assistant, etc., etc. So I was going to be a dental assistant, and she was going to do, what the fuck was that? I forgot. That's not even in the story. But anyway, so I was like, Mom, I don't want to go to New River. Like, I want to go to the high school that I want to go to. Like, so my mother telling me, like, if you have good grades throughout the whole 9th grade year, I'm going to put you in 15. Surprisingly, my mother kept her word because that's a whole nother story time for a different day. So I guess, so 9th grade year went by, I kept my grades up. Surprisingly, my mother kept her promise. I started going to Vivian T in the 10th grade. So when I had went or whatever, she was there. We was cool. Like, we was really cool. And she had went there the previous year. She was there in the 9th grade. I wasn't there in the 9th grade. So she had her cousin, and then she was hanging with a group of people already. And then I just started hanging with her friends. 10th grade go good. 11th grade go good. You know, we still hanging with the same crew that we was hanging with in 11th grade. 12th grade come up, I pops up pregnant. Yes, I popped up pregnant. Listen, yo, I don't know where like the tension and animosity came from, but she was like, I don't know, like she just switched up on me. Like, she told me that she wanted to be my baby godmother and all of this and all of that. So 12th grade, yeah, I'm like, you know what's going on? Like, remind you, we was hanging with a group of friends, but I seen that she was like, you know, not hanging around me as much, not talking to me as much, and all this and all that. And I'm trying to figure out why we not as cool as we used to be, because we was smoking with each other and everything. I don't know, maybe because I wasn't worried about smoking when I was pregnant, but we always had jobs, we always had good grades, you know, we always did stuff with each other. So I'm just like, this is supposed to be my best friend. So then she started making posts on Instagram about me and all of this and all of that. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do to you? I'm asking you what's wrong with you, and then you go on Instagram about it. Like, what was tea? At the moment, I didn't have a care in the world. I was 17. I wasn't thinking. But before I had escalated back, I went to her first, and I was just like, you know, what's going on? Like, I thought we were supposed to be best friends. Like, why you doing all this? So she telling me that she not talking about me. You are talking about me because we not even hanging with each other no more. And, you know, stuff like that. So, COVID had hit. And when COVID had hit, we stopped going to school. Like, the whole 12th grade year was basically canceled. So I'm like, I'm still following her on Instagram. The stuff had died down or whatever, blah blah blah. So then when I had my baby in March, I had my baby March 6th, and she was like, oh, can I come see the baby? I'm like, you know, I'm concerned about COVID. It's nothing personal. Like, I just don't want no visitors at the moment. I mean, y'all can tell me if I'm the problem too, but not too much. So she like, okay. I guess she didn't take it personal at the moment, but then later on down the line, she started making posts about me again. And I'm just like, what is going on? I thought we was cool, but I didn't even say nothing. So I guess her and her sister just got done fighting somebody else. And then, so she like, oh yeah, and Kanisha, you next. Me? Moi? I'm next? Oh, I was like, okay. So she started my DM like, Kanisha, do you want to fight? So I'm like, now she trying to fight me about it. Like, I didn't even do nothing, but okay. Remind y'all, at the moment, I was like 140 pounds, and I'm 5 feet even, period. Like, I'm 5 feet even. She is 5'8", and she's almost 200 pounds. That's not a fair fade, but I ain't scared to run with nobody. Win, lose, or draw, I'm fighting. Remind you, her sister, her big sister, is like 250 pounds, and she's like a silverback. When I say these, I'm sorry to talk about these people, but when I say they like silverbacks to a little old, like when I say at the moment, I was like really, really skinny, like you can really blow on me and I would really fall over type stuff, like fragile. So her sister in my DM like, yeah, cause Kanisha, you know how I get down, and I do you, and we out Chart Hill with, and all of this and all of that. At the moment, I was living out Chart Hill, but I'm like, so she like send me your address. I'm not sending nobody my address. I just had a newborn baby. My sister live here. My brother live here. My mother live here. Y'all not about to come to nobody's house and kick out their windows and doing all of this and doing all of that. I'm like, I get up with you when I get up with you. So she like, okay, well, come over east. Come over east. Oh, okay. I'm coming over east. So I called my cousin. I called my god sister. And I'm like, listen, y'all. Like, I'm about to fight. And y'all can call me whatever y'all want. But I'm just saying, like, these are heavy hitters. I was skinny at the moment. I was little at the moment. These is heavy hitters. So I called my cousin. And I called my god sister. And I'm like, listen, we about to fight some big girls. Like, they like, well, how big is they? I'm like, they big. Remind you, they was like, we was all at the same weight limit at this moment. Like nobody was over like 140. I'm gonna say nobody was over 140. So they're like, okay. They had posted the video like, Kanisha, yeah, you next. So my cousin, I had sent it to my cousin. I'm like, yeah, look at this. So she had slid up to that story like, yeah, she ain't next. Y'all ain't doing nothing to her. Like, y'all ain't touching her. So my cousin, we gonna call my ex-best friend Deja. So my cousin and Deja's sister is getting into it. Like, yeah, I'm beating her the fuck up. So my cousin like, yeah, cause if you get me on the ground, yeah, you better hope I don't get up and all of this and all of that. Fast forward, we winds up meeting up with him. We fought over there near Sedonia. If you from Baltimore, you know where Good Now at, in like that little basketball court and like that little hill. We fought literally right there. So it's me, my sister, my other sister, my cousin's sister, and my cousin's best friend. So boom, we winds up meeting up on Good Now, and then we sitting at the bottom of the hill and they sitting at the top of the hill. Remind y'all, keep it in mind, we are on feet and they in a car. So they like, oh, y'all sitting at the bottom of the hill? We like, yeah. So when they had seen us at the bottom of the hill, she like, Kanisha, you a bitch. Like, you brought all of these people just to fight two people. Keep in mind, we're not the same. We not in the same weight class or whatever it's called. We not the same weight. So yes, I did. Like, call me whatever you want, but I'm sorry, I had to. So my cousin like, it's not funny, but she like. So my cousin like, why you ain't tell me that they was this big? I'm like, I told you that they was big. Like, why y'all think I called y'all? Cause they big as fuck. Like, I was not like, I feel bad. I'm like, I love you. So boom, we get to the top of the hill, and then me and Deja start fighting. So when me and Deja start fighting, I hit her about 2 or 3 times maybe. And after that, when I say she started slinging me by my shirt. It's not funny, and I'm not looking for a sob story either. Like, it's okay. It's old. So she started slinging me by my shirt, beating me on my head, banging me on my head, like just slinging me, tossing me, like.
The ass, fuck around
and little old me is trying to fight back. I'm doing everything in my power to fight back. But remind y'all, I'm 5 feet even, and she's 5'8". Like, I'm 140, so it's easy for me to come off my feet. So boom, that's the only funny part of the story. Nothing else is not funny. So my sister still hitting her or whatever. So my sister still hitting her. Boom, we get done fighting, and then we walk over to her sister and her. I guess her boyfriend was standing right there. Deja's boyfriend was standing right there next to the sister. I don't even know why. So my cousin is like, so Deja's sister is sitting on my cousin, and my cousin is like literally disappearing as she's sitting on her. So my cousin sister was trying to fight the sister that was on my cousin, and then like another girl, like my cousin best friend, was trying to fight her. It was like 4 people trying to get her off of my cousin. So boom, Deja's boyfriend grabbed the gun like, yeah, y'all need to back the fuck up. So everybody back up. Like, that's everybody first instinct to back up. So we like tell her to get off of her. Like, she's smothering my girl at this point. Like, she's literally not letting up. Like holding all of her weight on her. And imagine that. Like, that's what I mean when I say they was silverbacks. Imagine that. 4 people on one person and she's still not getting up. Like, that's crazy. I'm not laughing, but when I say like the discrepancy of how the fight went down, if 4 people was whipping my ass, I would have been like, oh, like, she was not letting go. Like, bitch, let go. Like, just let go. So boom, she lets her go. We all gets up. Remind you, they get in the car. So while they get in the car, they circle the block a good like, the first time they circle the block. Second time, they circled the block again. But my cousins was like a little bit like, I don't know, probably like a good 5 feet ahead of me. So the second time when they stopped, like, they circled the block, they stopped, and they had stopped like probably like 2 inches like away from me, like literally. And all you heard was buck, buck. Everybody started running. Like, everybody literally started running. After that, y'all know how it is when you try to run, but it's like you're not going nowhere, or you try to yell, like, make a scream, and you couldn't even scream. That's literally how it was. It was so traumatic, like, really, really traumatic. They pulled off. I don't know if they thought they hit somebody, but, like, they damn near hit me. So after they had shot the gun or whatever, my cousins had ran left, and then me and my sisters had ran right. So at this point, I'm like, oh my god, like, what did I just get us into? So boom, 10 minutes go by and we in an apartment building. So my god sister like, Kanisha, we need to knock on the door. I'm like, no, it can be like a rapist, a killer, anything. Like, so she like, we about to die anyway. I'm like, we not about to fucking die. Like, no, we not. Like, let's just wait. So she like, we need to get to a phone. Another 10 minutes go by. At this point, we've been hiding for like 25 minutes. We like, I think it's just safe to go back. Let's just go back to my cousin's house. So we get back to my cousin's house, and I started crying so bad because not only did I just put my life in danger, I just put like 5 other lives in danger as well. Like, if I knew that it was gonna go down like that, I probably wouldn't even, like, you know, entertain the shit. Like, I would just let it go. But I was young at the time, and I was like, it's whatever. So the girl gets to calling me like, yeah, bitch, because I could have had your neck. I could have had your hit. She's blowing my DM up. She's blowing my phone up. Her sister is calling me. Her sister is texting me. Like, they really, like, bragging about what they just did. I'm like, why are you doing all that? And you know I just had a baby. So she like, yeah, bitch, because I would have spit on your baby if your baby was right there. You know what, bitch, you got it. I'm not doing all of that. So, boom. Probably about 2 weeks go by. And then I had got this Instagram request from the same Instagram name that I had at the time. So they like, yeah, because next time I see you, I'm gonna mess that pretty face up of yours. Like, your face ain't gonna be so pretty no more. Like, when I catch you, like, I'm gonna really beat you the fuck up. Like, I'm gonna do you in. I know it was the sister because she kept saying like, yeah, you better be lucky I couldn't get to you. I'm like, okay, like, do me in. She was like, yeah, because you still live out right here. You ain't hard to find. When I catch you, like, I'm gonna come kick your door in. At this point, I'm not even going back and forth with her because I already know what type of time they on, and I'm not living by myself. I live with other people as well. I live by myself now, but I'm just talking about back then. So boom, probably like 5 days later, my son, like, I remember everything so vividly because everything was just happening back to back. So boom, my son texted me from off of the Instagram that they had made. I have the screenshots and I have like the page right here in my phone, like. I have it. Like, I have the screenshot and everything. And I'm not lying. I'm not making nothing up. I'm not fabricating nothing. Like, I'm not doing all of that. Like, I'm telling y'all the real. The raw. Real, yeah. So, she texts the boy that I call my son, and she texts, like, 2 other people that I knew as well. But they already knew that I had a boyfriend, and they knew that, like, me and my boyfriend was together type stuff. So, my son texts me, like, Mom, like, somebody is acting like they you. So I'm like, let me see the page. It's them. Like, it's them. So, like, she like, yeah, my name Kanisha. Giving him my middle name, my last name, my date of birth, all of that. So she like, yeah, because I know you want me and all of this and all of that. And this is where they fucked up at, because my son, like, Kanisha know, like, I'm her son. Why would she wanna, you know? So they acting like, yeah, cause like I really been wanting you. That's why I call you my son and all this and all of that. So she like, do you want to see my? So when he showed me everything that was going on, and they showed whoever vagina that was, when I say it looked like a corned beef sandwich, not even gonna lie, it looked like a straight up corned beef sandwich, like. So I'm telling him, like, just block and report the page. Like, everybody know that's not me. So 3 other people text me as well. I'm like, oh my God. And they was doing the same thing. So boom. After that, I heard nothing about it. So another 4 months later, I'm working at the airport. I'm working for Southwest. So don't y'all know where, if you come into BWI, Southwest Airlines is like the first airline when you first enter, like, where the airport at. I sit right there. I make sure people got their boarding passes. I make sure they get to the gate. That's it. So I sees her, and when she come like to like the front of like where I was working at, she looked at me. Was I scared? I don't know how I was feeling at the moment, but it was just like at this point I ain't got no backup. Like if she gonna come over here and do something, she's gonna come over here and do it. I really wasn't trying to give her around to me, because at this point this is federal grounds, government grounds. Like nobody is literally not trying to do that. Like, so she pacing back and forth, or like where I work, like just pacing back and forth, and she was literally right there for about 10 to 15 minutes. At this point, I'm like, all right, well, if her and her sister want to fight me again, at this point they just won't have to drag me. Like, just do whatever y'all, like, whatever it is y'all gonna do, because, like, hold up.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wills, Deals, and keeps it lit. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Now, hit the links down below, hivemylab.com. Yep. Unbig that back like this chick. Get them silverbacks up off of you. Okay, unbig that back. Alright, let's get into the comments. Get into the whatever. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's pretty dull storytelling. So boom. This is what happened. I think that, man, whatever was going on with this girl, man, her friend being hated, there's not really much to. She still ain't finished the story, but at this point, I don't even want to hear the end of the story. It's like, you know, you damn near finna lose whatever job you got now over this chick trying to tell this stupid ass story. Like, I would have called the police on them, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Well, had I been you, like, I wouldn't have done it myself personally, but had I been you, like a woman, and you fighting, and then a dude just shoot his gun at y'all, like, nah, you going to jail, bro, forever, okay, for being stupid. So, you know what I'm saying, people want to be tough until it's time to be tough, and then you, imagine going to jail over a girl that was fighting, shooting at some girls, and then, you know, going to jail, and then she out there cheating on you. Come on, man. Don't do it. Don't go to jail over these girls, man. They ain't no good, I promise you. But that was his stupid ass. And for them to be fighting over really nothing. Like, this is what I be talking about when I was in high school, and we used to see the dumbest fights over nothing. Like, and then somebody really almost died over nothing. Like, literally, nobody lost. I didn't hear nobody get their money stolen. Nobody cussed nobody out. Nobody slept with somebody's boyfriend. Nobody, like, literally, they just was hating on this girl for no reason. And I don't want to be like this, but I hate stories where it seems like it's an ugly chick trying to fight a pretty chick. You know what I'm saying? Because then it makes it seem like that they just hate them because they ugly. They big silverbacks and she's pretty. You know, or, you know, whatever it is. And the fact that she kept saying, yeah, I was 180, 140, like, She reminiscing on that 140, boy. You ain't 140 no more. You look thicker than a stacker. Okay. Shout out to you though. But yeah, she reminiscing on that weight back then. You know what I'm saying? Back when my body was snatched, I was clocking teeth. Looking ass. That's how they be, man. But yeah, crazy situation. Terrible storytelling, but we're gonna play it anyway. So everyday people, let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.